as the UFC middleweight champion Georges St-Pierre walked away from the game after a 12th consecutive win in defense of his title against Johnny Hendricks in 2013, returned to the octagon in 2017. This is one of the most dominant takedown artists in UFC history. Stand-up skills as well, an outstanding jab, and he's back on the big stage tonight.
Georges St-Pierre literally has no weaknesses. He has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, outstanding striking, and some of the best takedowns in mixed martial arts.
So as this knockout force makes his way to the octagon, Joe, this is not a guy you want to stand on a napkin in the center of the octagon and trade punches with. You get in a slugfest with this guy, more often than not, you're concussed, twitching on the canvas. You can be sure he'll be looking to make contact and find a home for those heavy hands early and often. Power for days, power in all of his strikes. Scary, scary addition to this division, and a guy who a lot of people believe will be an immediate contender.
This guy has tremendous ground technique, and his ability to pass guard and get to a dominant position is elite.
The tape for this heavyweight fight. GSP is 6 years his senior. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. Now here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds of the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Georges St-Pierre. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the Great. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, New York has been all the rage, but this was a place we visited quite frequently over the last several years. Good to be back at the Prudential Center here in Newark, New Jersey, as we get underway.
Georges St-Pierre is one of the very best fighters to ever fight in the UFC. He's the greatest welterweight champion in the history of the sport and one of the best wrestlers to ever compete in mixed martial arts. He's also fantastic in his attacks. He's attacking with a submission. Here he goes. Let's see if he can finish it. Any second now, he might have to tap. That armbar is very, very deep. Incredible! Just absolutely incredible! Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, so how about that, Joe? We can barely tell people what color the trunks are on these fighters, and we get the submission win. So not a lot of wasted time. He got the takedown early, and the submission came soon thereafter. Great effort, great technique here tonight.
And here it is again, absolutely perfectly executed. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. We go back inside the octagon for the official decision. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 8 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, the Great.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these